Hello everyone. I cured my flu in a day, even in less in a day. And in this video, I'm going to explain how I did it actually. So after my previous video about the attachment on the lajin bench, at the very same night, almost immediately, I got high temperature and I felt super exhausted. I got 2% energy. I felt very cold. Uh, 2 hours after this, I started coughing. And the bad thing in this situation was that it was late here. And usually, when I face these first symptoms, I immediately start with paida. But it was so late at night, and I wasn't able to start it at the right moment. And all I did was waiting for the next morning. My wife also to wake up. I, of course, turned off all of my engagements for the day because these times you don't know if you have the virus or not, this very famous virus. And all I did was I had zero energy, really. I haven't slept all night, but at the morning we woke up and I started with paida, and will tell you exactly where I slept and exactly what I did. I started with this area, of course, on bare arm. I started here with 10 minutes, then here, then on the elbow, biceps, front part of the shoulder, everywhere in every single one of these positions for 10 minutes. After finishing with the first arm, because I forgot to say the symptoms, I got like super low energy, super low. I was so tired. I have only energy to slap and nothing more. And even I didn't have enough to slap. How to say, I was super exhausted. The other thing was headache right here in both sides, and zero appetite and nausea. And when I finished with this arm, this all first things, interesting was that my headache on the left disappeared. And then I started with the other hand, and I had a little more energy actually to slap, but still very low. Started here, wrist, then here, then on the elbow, biceps, front part of the shoulder, and the right hand of the head also began to also decreased its pain, but not that much. Like even at the morning, I had more pain here than here. So one part disappeared and another decreased as a pain level. Then where was the yes, then I started with the chest right here, 10 minutes, then here for 10 minutes, and I, how to say, started to feel a little more powerful, because I was in bed. I couldn't like stand up and walk. I didn't have any courage in myself. And then I said a few jokes. I started to, how to say, started to recover after this paida here. Then continued with 20 minutes of paida here. It is actually the point where you can move out a lot of cold from the body. So here is we accumulate a lot of cold. So I slapped here for 20 minutes, and it helped for sure. Of course, between all these areas, I have a rest because I cannot slap so much, one after another, after another, after another. This that I told here is already 2 hours or more than 2 hours of paida. Then I continued with this part here, then the other part. 10 minutes everywhere, I'm saying, you know. Then front part of both knees on the kneecaps, sides of the both knees. After finishing with sides of the both knees, I continued with here on the exactly on the bottom, then at the top, right here at the this part, in both feet. Also the other side, the other side here as well. And I covered all these areas during the whole day. When I counted, there is something like 4 hours, almost 4 hours of paida. And the result was that at the end of this day, I didn't have temperature. Oh, I got I forgot to say that I said it, that I got high temperature, but the temperature decreased like in a normal level after this paida during the day, and I got only a mild headache. Then in the next day, I had energy, I had everything. I was healthy, and the next day just felt that there was something, wasn't felt great, but I felt okay, the next day. And this is it. So I wanted to share how easy it was, actually. And actually I'll use this moment to apologize for those guys that purchased the yoga course, and I delayed a little bit the 2 days the sending, but it was because of this day, and I couldn't record more videos. So, and actually I didn't delay any video, but but exactly on this day, I was sick, I wanted to record the next videos, and now I'm doing it day for a day, but we are right back on track. So I did all that I need to do. So yeah, I wanted to share this. I wanted you to know how I did this thing, and of course for you to decide if it's worth trying or not. For those who have trust in Paidalajin, they can try this thing. It's actually hard because you don't feel good. You don't want to do nothing. This is the biggest enemy. You don't want to do nothing if you have high temperature, if you are exhausted. But I just kept in my mind that it will be good if I do Paidalajin, because all this is because of blockages, and if I unblock, this will disappear. This was all I said in my mind, and it turned out to be very good. Usually I've been that sick maybe 4 times in all my life, 4 or 5 times in all my life. That sick, I mean, that exhausted. And last 2, it was this 4 days ago, and it was 2 years ago one time, and both times I recovered very fast with Paidalajin. But this time was even faster, because the 2 years ago, when I catch that heavy cold, I didn't have that strong belief in Paidalajin. Maybe I thought I have, but I start this heavy paida on the second day, not on the first day, but on the second day. And in one day I got very well. Okay, this was that I wanted to say here. I destroyed my flu in one day, and yeah, I think it's good knowledge to share. I want to remind you that I have courses in Fiverr, and if you are interested in my courses, you can check the description. There is one course that is 30 days, 30 minutes with Paidalajin for male health. It's focused more on male health, but it's good for many other things because it's good for overall health. Because, for example, one of the students that finished it said that his lower back pain decreased a lot and it doesn't bother him anymore. And this course is made for male stuff. He got improvements in this area of life, but it is holistic medicine. Paidalajin. If you stretch on the bench, you heal many parts of the body. So if you slap on the heart meridian, on the liver meridian, on the urinary bladder meridian, and other meridians, you are recovering a lot of systems, a lot of organs. Another course that I have is 10 days yoga course for awakening of the sexual potential. Today I recorded the day 6. It turned out to be very good. So yeah, you can start the free parts of the courses in my channel. I uploaded days 1 to 5 from this first Paidalajin course, and days 1 to 3 from this yoga course. So even with them, even if you don't have money, for this thing, even you can do them. They are very good, and I'm pretty sure that you can have very nice and good effect. Okay, before finishing this video, I wanted to remind you that I'm not a doctor, so you're responsible for your own health. It's always better to ask a specialist about your health. Okay, bye bye and see you in the next video.